Hello, hello, hello. Yay, it's Monday. I made it. I think we're live. I cannot tell. Stupid thing. Oh, yay, here we go. Oh, we're live. It's Monday. Did everybody have a good weekend? I hope you did. My arms are so sore right now that I can't think of anything else but to get some relief. So I grabbed my Deep Blue Rub and I'm going to add a drop of this as well. So while I'm talking to you, I'm going to be applying this on my body, on my arms, and I'll explain why in a minute because today at school we are handing out a box of food for the families. And those boxes were heavy, people. So I'm just going to put one drop of the lemongrass. Why lemongrass? Why are you mixing that in? I don't know. I can't remember. Somebody said to do it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try it. And I've been using it on my wrists because my wrists have been hurting like a mofo from all the lifting. That's heavy food, people. So, yeah, giving out boxes today. Whew. I forgot what I was going with that. So, yeah, my arms are like aching, achy aches. All right, now you got to see myself take care of me. Okay, enough of that. All right, so yeah, that's been phenomenal, and I'm so grateful. I was able to bring home one of the boxes heavy because it had a gallon of milk, 18 eggs, a bag of chicken drumsticks. I don't know what the count was inside that bag. What else? A big thing of sour cream, a big thing of yogurt, a block of cheese, this log of cheese. I think it was sharp cheddar, maybe. And yeah, and two bags of onions. Oh, and a bag of potatoes that were like really teeny tiny, little Idaho looking potatoes. So yeah, I got to figure out what to do with all those onions. That's a lot of onions for us because we're not big onion eaters. So I got to figure out what to do with those. But very grateful and thankful and lifting those up, putting them in cars, trying to get them one place to the other. Quite the workout. Quite the workout. So, yeah, what else did I want to share with you today besides what I did today? Yeah, so a lot of people have been asking me about my tattoos. They want to know, like, what's up with your tattoos? What is all that about? So I thought, well, let me share that with you guys. So, I know a lot of you guys have seen, this a couple of times flashed. No, that is not 69, but you can think that if you want to. I do sometimes because, life is too short to be too serious. So what this is astrological signs for Cancer, which is Erica, and this one is Sagittarius, is Ian, which is also my sister. They were born on the same day, not on the same year, but my sister first on the 19th and my son. Just felt like I had to clarify that. And then the stars around them is Gemini. That's Aaron. So I got my little family is right here. And I always get asked after I share all that, like, well, where are you? And I'm like, I'm right here. I'm on the top. Because that's where mama needs to be. Okay, because I got to, like, watch over everybody. And then my grandmother right here. So the story behind this is she did a painting back in early 60s. It's dated, I forget what year. I want to say 62, but I'm not, but I know it's 60s, early 60s. And from what I remember my mom telling me, now she could chime in the comments and correct me if she wants, but I remember her telling me that it was a art contest and she did the painting of the daisies and turned that into the contest. I don't know if she placed or not, but somehow my mom ended up with it, and it's been in my mom's house for as long as I can remember. And when I moved out and got my own apartment, my mom said, "Is there anything you want to take from the house to, decorate your house?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I took a couple of art pieces that were, hanging in our house at home in Louisiana and moved to New Orleans with my grandmother's daisies because I couldn't part with that because it's been ingrained on a wall for as long as I can remember. So I couldn't part with it. And then I grabbed some other things that my mom had painted and my aunt had done in high school and stuff like that. So grabbed that and I still have it. It's hanging in the hallway. But I was, with everything going on and uncertainty, and you just never know what's going to happen to your things. I thought, well, let me, and I mean, it's from the early '60s. Let me, have it forever. And I thought I'd put it on my arm. So I took a picture of it, and I sent it to the girl that does. I think she's done every tattoo but two. And oh, I hope they're okay. Go get them. So yeah, so I gave her the picture and she did the tattoo, and then I wanted to incorporate her signature. She was Mama, the French word for mom, and that's what I called her, and that's how she signed her name, and that's her signature down there. So, and the reason I have this, not just because of the art thingy, but she's near and dear to my heart, right? So she did two things for me in my life, and I'm going to talk about one of them because the second one I'm still working on. First one, and I might have shared this story before. I can't remember because I've been doing these for 2 years that I'm starting to lose track of what I've already told you. So if this is a repeat. My apologies, but sometimes life throws you a repeat TV show. So here you go. I truly believe, wow, it's really getting loud out there. I truly believe that because of her, I had a television career. Now, I know I did all the work and blood, sweat, and tears and all that, but it's just, hear me out. When I was trying to get an internship in Lafayette, Louisiana at the ABC affiliate, I hadn't heard from anyone, and it was like getting close to the summer, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen. So my mama reached out to me and called me up and said, hey, any new word on your internship? And I said, no, nothing, I don't know what to do. And she's like, I'm going to call you right back. So she gets off the phone. I don't know, time passes how much, but she does call me back, and she said, okay, I talked to Scott Brazda. Now, those of y'all that live in Louisiana, if you know who Scott Brazda is because you watch TV, she had his direct line, his number. So she called him up. Now, how in the hell does she have Scott Brazda, a local reporter? How does she have his number? Well, he did a story on my grandfather. I don't know if you guys have heard this group called the Dozen. What was it? The Dirty Dozen, something like that, where these old dudes would go to, at the time it was called USL. I forget, what do they call it? University of Louisiana of Lafayette now. So they would go to the games. There were 12 of them, old dudes, retired, and it was softball, basketball, all the college games, men and women, and they would just cause a scene, especially at the softball games. So they were very loud and obnoxious, and my grandfather was part of that. So Scott was there at one of the games covering it and heard my grandfather and was like, who is that guy? So he did a whole thing on that whole group and got to know my grandmother. So that's how she got his number. So she's telling me she talked to him, and he's like, oh yeah. So he talked to the director, have Nicole call this number. So she tells me the number, and I call, and then the rest, got my internship, and that's the start of my little television career. Even though I was already working technically in television prior to that, at the university that I went to, Northwestern State in Natchitoches, Louisiana, they had distance learning, which, how funny is that? So full circle, distance learning. So I learned broadcast through that. So that was a paid student job. So love that. So I've been doing it since 93. Then okay, so fast forward, I'm into TV, and got to grad school, did the NBC affiliate there for a little bit, then ESPN, then Qualcomm, still television related because they were trying to put TV on cell phones way before that was even an idea for Apple and the rest of the game. So that happened, and then August 2010, she passed away. And then 2 months later, I found out I was getting laid off and never returned to television again. So I really, truly believe, like, because of her, that was the start. I was supposed to do that career during her lifetime. And I did. Check that box off. Okay, so that's the story of the tattoo. All right, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. I see one little eyeball. Thank you, whoever that is. I appreciate you. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. That's all I'm going to share with you this time because That's all I could think of. What else I got going on? Yeah, I should be teaching a class. I haven't really looked at a calendar because my work schedule is now officially set in stone for now, temporarily till December. So I'll be working at Richland Elementary Monday through Friday, handing out lunches, and hopefully no more of those big ass boxes. Oh my God, I don't think my arms could take another day of that. Okay, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Be well. Wear your mask, social distancing, and vote. Don't forget to vote. And you can mail it in, or you can walk it over, or you can stand in line. Whatever you want to do, go do that. And have a great week, everybody. Bye. See you.